Sell you a fool for this one. That's right. FHO. Shit. Let's go. Huh? FHO. 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 Sell in your radio. FHO. 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 Sell on your radio. FHO. 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 Sell in your radio. FHO. FHO. Sell on your radio. Big sell on your radio. Best podcast show since the Misfits couldn't carry on. But I'ma carry on and get the party cracking. The homegirl 7 carats known for text blasting. Yeah, she on the rob. If you want action, 800 plus, it's the known fashion. Keep her back up playing cause the wheels cracking. Big sell and keep it real. What a passion. All gas, no break, in and out of traffic. You see your brother on a hole, respect the passions. Whether they outlaws or outcasts. Big sales top 5 when you in traffic. Roger, mind your business, stay in your own lane. Respect others in the set the game. Spread black love the old-fashioned way. You miss the West with the South, this a master pass. FHO, FHO, FHO. Sell in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Sell on your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Sell in your radio. FHO. FHO, FHO, sell on your radio.
Again, appreciate y'all, man. I love you guys. Thank you for the calls. Thank you for the donations. Don't forget, man, support the channel, support the platform. I need you. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. And again, man, I love you guys. Don't forget the 5 things I'm gonna leave you with. Ride your own ride, stay in your own lane, mind your business, have enough love in yourself to have some love for me. We're gonna ride for love and let it ride, man. We gone, man.
FHO, FHO, FHO. Sell in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Sell on your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Sell in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Sell on your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Sell in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Sell on your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Sell in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Sell on your radio.
You're listening to MC 101 Talk Show live, hosted by 2 Gunz, co-hosted by Big Cell, and we talking straight motorcycle protocol. Tune in every Wednesday around 7 p.m. for pure motherfucking facts on FHO Podcast Radio. MC 101, where motorcycling is life.
Yo, testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
That's how I got that heat. Let's go.
Greg Street in the building. I'm riding with my homie Big Cell. FHO Radio, the podcast with the FHO NIC. Big Cell, Lil Debo, aka the Brown Eminem, coast to coast. On the mics. Fast Harleys only. Get with it.
What up, everybody? It is Wednesday night. I don't give a damn what they say. That's Wednesday. That's Wednesday. Wednesday night, man. They say it's pronounced Wednesday. No, that's Wednesday. Yeah, I can read. You understand me? Anyway, man, it's Wednesday night, man. Me and 2 Gunz, MC 101. 2 Gunz and me, shall I say. MC 101. Protocol and tradition and protocol. So we missed last week, but we back this week. And I can see you got your little hair done, and you know what I'm saying, trying to look nice, you know. Trying to look, you know what I'm saying? Doing your thing, man. Got your little glasses polished up and everything, man. And so it's been a crazy week for me, man. A little busy, man. I got a lot of stuff on my plate. My plate has went from a plate to a platter. So it is what it is. We're not gonna complain. We're gonna eat it slow, but eat the whole thing. So it is what it is. What's been going on with you, big dog?
Ain't nothing, man. Just been finishing up. I actually graduated from Fayetteville State University, so that's been.
Okay, hold on. Wait for just screen past that. Hold on, man. Yeah, man. Y'all heard my man. He said he graduated, man. Added some more notches to his belt, man.
Yeah. That's been coming. I got my Bachelor of Science in psychology. You know, go figure, right? But you know, had the opportunity to finish it up, man. It's been about 2.5 years, 3 years. It's tough when you working, doing everything else that you're trying to take care of in your life, man. Just finish up that degree. But it was something that I've been pushing for quite some time, just trying to finish up, to obtain my degree and move forward. Now they pushing me to try to do this master's degree because they want to actually publish or look at publishing some information in the documentary and the book I was looking at writing. So,
yeah. So, I mean, is this also to help with maybe a promotion at the job or just something you want to do as a person?
No, I'm at my job is I'm at the tier of my job. So if you look at where I work at, there's only one position that's higher than me, and that's a supervisor. So I ain't looking to do nothing like that. This was just something for me personally. I would say out of my family, I'm the first one to graduate from college. So
okay. Well, y'all know what it is, man. MC 101 tonight on Wednesday, man. Tonight where we kick proper protocol and tradition. And let me get a disclaimer before we start. So if you hear something tonight that's different from what you've been taught, you feel what I'm saying? And these people, the people that tell you that's how it is, and we're telling you that's how it's supposed to be, don't run back to them and get your head busted to white meat talking about what Two Guns and Big Sale said, man. We just giving it to you the way it's supposed to be, educating you on how this whole thing started. And what we try to do is we try to make sense of it so that you have a full understanding of what it is that the reason why the rule was put in place and the reason for the rule, et cetera, so that you'll understand it. At the end of the day, there's people that are circumventing the rules and making up rules to fit their needs and to fit and to accommodate them on the level that they want to be accommodated on. And we understand that. So again, we're just giving it to you raw and uncut as best as we can, and hope that these make you more better and more avid in the biker community, because that's what we strive. That's all we're striving for, is so that you can be more efficient when it comes to the biker community. So again, MC 101, tradition and protocol tonight is going down. All right, so y'all, just to let y'all know, Gunz picked this topic. I didn't pick this topic tonight.
They already know it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, all brothers ain't your brothers. Some of them are just gonna stay bros, and they gonna be bros forever, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. So let's go on and kick this off, man. What you got, man?
Well, it was just, I just sat back this weekend. I had such a great weekend with the nation and getting a chance to meet so many different people and to see the way that everybody just interacted with each other. It was, it's weird to see that because you feel so much love from all your brothers. And it got me into just thinking about my past and some of the things that have happened to me in my past, and just even listening to other people talking with other people about some of the trials and tribulations that they went through. So I just really wanted to touch bases on this one to just drop some information. Like, you have to know the people that really, really are your brothers, and you can count on that person 100%, and people that's just your bros. Every time you hear something, somebody will say, well, you got brothers and you got bros. But when you look at the MC world and you look at the MC collaborate, it shouldn't be that way. So just to give y'all some understanding of how it was with my former nation, I used to say this all the time. I used to tell people that once I got to the point where I loved you as a brother, I would legitimately step in front of a bullet for you, because I felt that way. Now, a lot of people used to hear that, they just be like, what the fuck is he talking about? but have to understand my history. So coming from the gangs, we always lived by a code that we protected each other. One went down, the next man stepped up. If you was killed, you were avenged. That was how things was in the gangs. So you take that, and I went into the military. So in the military, that was how we lived our lives. When you went into combat, you went into combat to make sure that you protected your brother six all the time. So it was just you, because when you in combat, it ain't 100, 200, 300 motherfuckers. You might have a 6-man unit, you might have a 9-man unit, you might have maybe a 20-man unit. Those units, they interacted with each other, and they worked with each other to make sure that everybody got home. So when you have those scenarios and situations, you have to have brother, you got to have that camaraderie, you got to be able to trust your brother. And now moving into the MC world, I brought that life into the MC world. I brought that passion into the MC world. And one of the things that I really realized coming into the MC world and finding out a little later on was, you have to understand the patch means more than what you're dealing with in terms of brothers, because there's a lot of people that will be your brother. They'll come to you and they'll pat you on the back and they'll call you brother. And then behind your back, they're talking shit about you, or behind your back, they're spitting venom about you, or behind your back, they're hating on you. And they'll still come in your face and they'll smile at you and they'll tell you, I love you. But in reality, they're just snakes in the grass, and you have to be able to eventually be able to shake that grass, or mow that grass. That's what I always say. Sometimes you got to mow the fucking grass to get the fucking snakes out your backyard. But what it comes down to, what I really wanted to stress, I wanted to address, in terms of this, is as a member of a motorcycle club, if you're just in the club as just to have a patch, and you're not there to have your brothers' backs or protect your brothers or take care of your brothers, because there's a lot of shit that happens within the MC world that has nothing to do with riding motorcycles. It has nothing to do with this. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with brotherhood. Can that brother call you at 2 a.m. in the morning because he might be thinking about killing himself and you're there for him? Can that brother call you when he's just had one of the worst days in the world, and can he call you up and you're there to take care of him? I got brothers now that when I just say, hey man, it's just a rough day, whatever it is, they're at my house, pulling up at my house. And that's the brotherhood that I look at, and the brotherhood that I expect in terms of what I give back to the brotherhood. But there's a lot of people out there, and there's a lot of clubs out there, there's a lot of nations out there, and there's people out there that's watching this right now. They can't say that. They really can't say it, because they're looking at what's going on in their lives and with their brothers, and they might see their brother during church, or they might see their brother during an event, a mandatory event. But once they leave each other and once they're away from each other, you may not hear from that brother again. So that's where I came up with, or started to look at it and say, when you look at brothers, all brothers ain't your brothers. Some of them are just bros. And the reason why is because typically when you address that and you talk about brotherhood, that should be brotherhood. When you're talking about bros, that's just anybody down the fucking street. And, like MC guys will say, bro. If you, don't bro me if you don't know me. But in terms of brotherhood, in terms of all the rest of the things, we look at it, those guys should have your back 100%. And if you got brothers and snakes and things like that are basically spitting venom and doing stuff like that, it destroys that brotherhood. And then potentially what you're addressing is, they don't become brothers to you. They're just somebody that you fucking have a patch with.
Well, I want to take it back to this. I want to take it to this before you get into this, because I want this to be understood, and I want people to understand this. The biggest problem with what you're asking everybody to do and to understand, Gunz, is that a lot of people have never had the opportunity to even coexist in a brotherhood fashion growing up. Okay, a lot of people have never been in an establishment or in an area, or didn't grow up where they had to depend on other men and other homies and bros or whatever growing up. So when they join the MC, they have their own perception of what brotherhood is, and their perception is, shit, as long as we ride together, we good. They don't understand the commitment to loyalty, the commitment to honor, the commitment to respect, because they've never had to do it. They've never been around it. If I tell people this all the time, one thing about the street code, you have to learn the basics first. And the basics is following the rules, respecting the elders, understanding your place, understanding your territory, and understanding the lane you in. That's one thing that I can say that every man, every and I'm talking to all the ladies now. Your son should have to know street ethic, because the street ethic is what's going to start and what's going to propel him into his future living. Because a lot of these cats that are in these motorcycle clubs, they're in it for the excitement. They've never been nothing. They've never been around a bunch of people. They've never been around people with stature and money and the rest of this stuff. So they've always, kind of looked out the window. You know how we used to be outside Guns, and we be playing, and you got the one kid that's in the window looking because he can't come outside. His mom and them won't let him come outside. He just in the window looking at us out there playing, throw him up tackle in the middle of the street. So a lot of these cats, and what I've been getting at and what I've been learning and seeing is that a lot of these cats have been sheltered all their life. So now when you throw them into this arena of brotherhood and loyalty and honesty and trust and honor, they don't have that because they don't know. They don't know. They've never had a chance to experience it and practice it, and they've never had a chance to actually have to stand on it. Because somebody always stood for them, or they were sheltered. So we want to start with that. Let's go back, Guns, and let's break down exactly what is brotherhood, what is bro, what all does it entail? Because again, you're asking somebody to commit to something, and they don't even understand what they're committing to. And then once the fire get hot, and they turn around and jump off the flame, you're like, what the fuck, you may get your, and they're like, no, I didn't sign up for this. I've seen it too many times where people have joined a motorcycle club, and we get into a situation and the funk is here, and people leave. They like, man, I'm out of here. I'm not doing this shit. But all you was here for all the fun shit, but now it's time to get into this funk. And now they were crying and upset, like, dude, y'all tripping. What you mean we tripping? We'll worry about who tripping later on, but right now this is where we at. So break that down first, Guns.
Well, let's start from the beginning. It's this thing, and I'm gonna put quotes on it. It's called prospecting. So that's where an understanding of bring somebody new. But we can't talk about this when you got 90-day prospecting periods for 1%. Now, let's put it that way. You can't talk about that when you got 90-day prospecting period for 1%. So the prospecting period is that's where you have to establish it. So let's talk about it. Let's break it down. In boot camp, anybody that's been in the military, anybody that's not been in the military, I give you a crash course in boot camp. When you get to boot camp, they put their foot knee deep in your ass. They shave your head off. They shave all your hair off your head. They make you dress the same. They make you look the same. What they do is they make everybody the same, so nobody's different. Nobody's separated from the pack. Everybody's the same. They put their foot in your ass so that you will build a bond with your brothers because you guys are going through the same shit. So that's what military boot camp is like. So let's take that back. So what I blame and the people that I blame in the process of brotherhood falling apart in some of the MCs is I blame the OGs that are not taking time to say, this is the way we're going to do it. We're going to uphold this standard and we are not going to deviate. Because if you have rules, regulations, bylaws within the Constitution of your nation, everybody should be following those rules and regulations and bylaws. If the bylaws say the motherfucker got to do a year prospecting period, point blank, that's what he has to do. There should not be any deviations. During that time frame, that guy should be touching all the clubhouses he can touch so he can hit every OG that's in the nation. So he can get some information and knowledge from them so he can learn. So that's the way that the foundations is built. So, when you're looking at it and what happens is you got individuals and you got clubs that are out there and a prospecting period might be 3 weeks. Prospecting period might be watch a couple of bikes, go to this event and you pack. What can you learn during that time frame? You don't learn anything. So when you talk about building brotherhood and you talk about building things, as a prospect, you should fucking know every member in that chapter, what they like, what they dislike, what they drink, what they don't like to drink, shit that pisses them off. I mean, when I was prospecting, I knew that one bro, he liked A&W root beer, which was no fucking where to be found. So I used to have to go somewhere and find it. I knew another bro liked fucking jelly beans, so I would make sure I always had jelly beans. I knew another bro that fucking liked the Starburst. So I made a point of going out and finding out information about each one of them. That built the bond. I went and spent time with everybody and spent time basically hanging out with them so that I could learn who they were. And so I could build a bond. I could build a camaraderie. They could trust me. So that's the way that you build, and that's the way that brotherhood is built. If you build brotherhood in 2 weeks, that's not brotherhood. That's like building a castle made out of, like a toothpicks. First hint of wind or the first hint of breath or breathing or any type of air movement is going to knock that castle down. So that's where you have to be able to establish this is the way we do business, and this is how it is. Once you've gotten your brotherhood established and things like that, then once that person patches, then it comes a camaraderie, everything else is built. But you can't allow, or you can't get to the point where brothers are breaking that bond. And if you have bros that are breaking that bond, and you have bros that are creating issues, and you have to be able to do that. But in a lot of cases, people don't want to have conversations with their brothers because they feel like I can't have a conversation with my brother. If you and your bros got an issue, or you got an issue with your bro, then you just take your rings off, man. Y'all go out in the fucking, a park or go to the field or whatever it is and handle it. And then come back and let's break bread, let's drink, and let's enjoy ourselves. But, some of those old school things and old school traditions people are harboring issues and problems with each other, and they're not even addressing it. They're not talking about it. They're not going through the process with it. And that's where the backstabbing comes in. That's where people having conversations behind your back. That's where people that are addressing things and talking about things, they're snake bitten and things like that. It creates that issues, and it creates those problems, and it destroys that brotherhood. Once you start to destroy brotherhood, and once you get to the point where people are spitting venom at each other, your MC is pretty much, you can maintain it, you can keep it going, but you're going to start losing people, and you're going to start losing or having people separate from you. You're going to start to have people that are fighting and arguing with each other. Ain't nothing worse than going to church and you're just like, oh, I got to go to fucking church and listen to this bullshit. And once you get to the point where you're going to church and listening to that bullshit, everything else in the MC world kind of falls apart.
I mean, and I got you, but what I'm and everything you said is where it is. The biggest problem, though, Gunz, and I'm telling you what I've experienced and what I've seen again, is that even with the prospecting period, okay, you got like you said, learning who is and who ain't, who like what they don't like, the whole 9 yards, and taking the time to get to know your bros, and taking the time to get to know, who is and who not. Again, I think what's being missed though is the fact that a lot of these cats, a lot of us, or I'm just gonna say us. I'm gonna put me into the category. A lot of us, if you've never been around solid individuals, if you've never been around, let's just say the G's, or or you've never been around to understand how to tuck your emotions, because I want to tell everybody, tuck your emotion. Over here, your emotions don't mean shit. They ain't gonna do nothing but get you beat the fuck up. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So tuck your emotions, and whatever your fears are, deal with them, and face everything head on. See, because a lot of cats have never been taught you can never lose a fight as long as you fight.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You can never lose a fight as long as you fight. You lose the fight when you don't fight. That's when you lost the fight.
Yeah.
So in life, I think a lot of these cats are coming into these MCs, man, and they're coming into them battered, scarred, with all kind of emotional distress and looking for something that they never had growing up. But that's the thing. If you never had loyalty, commitment, honor, and respect, so how you gonna find it in the MC? So it's gonna be easy for you to backbite. It's gonna be easy for you to talk about another motherfucker, or to complain behind somebody back, and the man standing right there, you don't like him, but you won't go tell him why you don't like him, or you won't go have a conversation with him to get an understanding of, how to fix the likes and the dislikes. He right there, but you rather sit here and tell me about another man. Then you got the people who like to spread the mess, and they're gonna listen to you, and then when you walk off, they're gonna go tell, hey man, that nigga was just over there talking about you, man. He said, so you got to be able to understand the jungle. That's why they call it the streets is like the jungle. In the jungle, you got the lions, tigers, and bears, and the lion is the king of the jungle, the whole 9 yards. But you got the elephants, you got the geese, you got the alligators, you got the hog, you got everything in the jungle, and you have to know how to maneuver through that jungle. You got to know who to fuck with, who not to fuck with, who to talk to, who not to talk to. And I think a lot of people in the MCs, when they join the MC, they were so happy to get in there. They just take, how they wait until they exhale. Oh, okay, I'm in now. So, now they're trying to fit in. Now they're trying to be popular. Now they're trying to see, who the hot dude or who this or who that. Never really understanding that this whole thing was designed for men to have a place to be totally men. You understand what I'm saying? For women to have a place to be totally women, etc. But you're already supposed to be at that level of maturity and manhood first before you even come to the MC. You can't come to the MC and then expect it all to be given to you. You already have to have so much of it. So I want to just tell everybody tonight that's listening, and just tell everybody tonight, understand this. It is our responsibility when they say, am I my brother's keepers? Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, you are. It is your responsibility to start today, to stop all bitch shit, to squash all bitch shit, to end all bitch shit. As far as if you see one of your club brothers come to you to gossip about another brother, you say, hey bro, hey man, what the fuck is what the fuck is you doing? Stop it. What the fuck is you doing? Hold on, matter of fact, who you talking about? Big Sale, hold on.
Hey,
Big Sale, come on, hey, like I did a show, I did an episode on my podcast, on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna try to find it and put it on here as well. It's called Don't Tell Me Shit, because I'm a snitch. Everything you tell me, I'm telling. So don't.
Hey, Sal, think about this, right? Now,
yeah.
Hey, y'all out there, man, I want y'all to think about this, man. I want y'all to just really think about what I'm about to say. You've heard exactly what Sal just said. You heard all the things that Sal was telling you guys about people is doing this, people is doing that, guess what? This is the problem with the MC world. This shit is fucking easy. The shit is so easy because the only thing that we really should be worrying about and we should be dealing with and going through the processes is getting together as brothers, riding our motorcycles, representing our colors, and having that camaraderie with each other. And instead of us having that, we got bitch shit, we got motherfuckers snitching on each other, we got things like that. So I'll tell you, this is me, and this has always been me from the military all the way through, from the gangs, military, even in the MC world. If you come to me spitting venom about that, bro, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna look at you and say, oh, what, you a snitch now? So when you all of a sudden they looking at me like, damn, you play, you done say that to me like that. Yeah, motherfucker. If you coming to me talking about another bro, and you over here talking about what this bro's doing and what that bro's doing and what this bro's doing, how the fuck can I ever trust you? Because you ain't nothing but a snitch. Because if you gonna come and tell about what your bro's doing, ain't got nothing to do. You ain't got, look, you don't got life facing you. You don't have charges facing you. You don't have 10 years, 20 years, 30 years with the L facing you. You ain't got no pressure on your back, and you snitching on your bro from the start. If you snitching and you ain't got nothing to lose, you definitely gonna snitch when you got something to lose. When the motherfucking polls come to you and they talking about 15 or 5 or 10, shit, your ass gonna tell on every fucking body. And anybody that did anything, oh yeah, that motherfucker did this, he did that, he did this. And that's where I look at it and I say to people, you have to have, the first thing that you need to have in a good motorcycle club is mentors. But that is every fucking member of the club. They should be a mentor to those new prospects that are coming in. And you should be giving those dudes knowledge. If you just got those motherfuckers running around, man, look, I was Probian, I was prospect, I was doing everything. Hey, smash me what the fuck you want to do. But when you do it, give me some fucking knowledge afterwards. Don't just fucking put them on the ground, doing push-ups, laughing and joking. It's funny to you, but you ain't giving no fucking knowledge afterwards. Because what you did is you had an opportunity to be able to teach this motherfucker. He might be the next generation of your club that's gonna bring the next generation in the way that shit should be done. But if you're not allowing it, and if you're not doing things like that, and if you're using the prospects or using those individuals or those new members that don't have the same background as you, and you just laughing and joking and it's a game to you, you fucking up your MC because you're not providing any information and knowledge. And that's where the mentorship, that's where having people that got something to say or people that have opportunity to be able to talk, teach, and they got to step up. But you got this whole aspect that, oh, well, this person is this and that person is this, this person is this. People got to get away from, well, this needs to be that, this needs to be that. Just try to function in the MC as a MC member first and foremost, because I've said this 1,000 times. There ain't a lot of motherfuckers that need to be leaders, but there's a whole bunch of motherfuckers that can be soldiers. So if your whole fucking process is you're a good soldier, be a fucking good soldier. If you're a good leader, leaders are gonna rise to the fucking top. I saw this last night on a fucking show, Netflix, and it said the greatest leader, his workers are gonna say, "We did it all." I seen that. I was like, wow. So that's some deep ass shit. And if you don't get it, you don't understand what it means. Is the greatest leader in the world. He leads, but he leads by allowing his people to do what the fuck they're gonna do. And he just steps back, man. I don't have to have the reward. I don't have to be the person that y'all saying it. If you sit there and say, hey, we did this, we took care of this, man, hey, I'm happy because it got accomplished. That's where the mentorship, that's where that shit has to come about, where leaders and mentors are stepping up, having a conversation. Man, that's what I loved about my nation this weekend. Here I am, man, just so you understand, 35, almost 40 years on bikes. Started in 86, 87. I have researched, you name it. I've done so much research over the years about just this MC shit. And I will sit down and shut my mouth and listen to some OGs, man. I had so much fun this weekend just sitting there listening to people talk to me about how shit was done in my nation in the 70s, 80s, 90s. Why the fuck would I be talking about what the fuck is going on in my nation or what the fuck is going on outside of my nation in 2020 when I should be learning about what the fuck is going on in my nation in 1970? So I don't have anything else to say. I had one of the bros, he's got 30 years in the nation. He looks like, hey, tell me something. So I was like, I'm just happy listening, man. I just want to listen to you, man, just to have a few minutes, man, just to get some knowledge from you. And that's where I think when you look at it, and the reason why we have such failures in terms of brotherhood right now is because you got too many people that's fucking listening, or too many people that's talking, and not enough people that's actually sitting back and listening to what the fuck is being said.
Like I said, I agree with everything you said. And my argument is this, is that a lot of us have gotten so comfortable and so complacent with, like, man, I ain't got time to deal with that shit. You know, man, fuck him. He always do some fuck shit. If you comfortable in your MC saying that about one of your club brothers, that's some fucked up shit.
Big
you know, yeah, that's some fucked up shit. If you comfortable with saying, man, fuck that nigga, he don't ride his motorcycle no way. Man, fuck him. He always, here you go again with that. He always getting drunk and fucking the party up. Dude, if you comfortable with saying that, there's something wrong in your MC. Hear what I'm telling you. There's something wrong with your MC. So you have to understand that in the MC, being an MC, creating this brotherhood, it is your responsibility to check, to correct, to replace, to get rid of, to fix, to build, to structure. Hey, it is your job. That is your job.
Hey, people are scared now to go down to 5 members to make a viable MC. They scared of that.
Boy, stop.
You know, they be like, hey, no, we got to keep 10 members, but you'll keep 10 salty members instead of keeping 5 legitimate motherfuckers. So that's all game. Let's put it that way. That's all game. You have people that will legitimately want to keep so many members because they need to have this concept that they are big. When 5 motherfuckers that's tight with each other, 5 motherfuckers that love each other, 5 motherfuckers that have brotherhood with each other is better than 100 motherfuckers that's fighting and arguing and having all kinds of bullshit.
But see, the problem with what you just said is that ain't gonna get them the trophy. See, these motherfuckers, you see what you understand? These motherfuckers out here MCing to get trophies, man. These motherfuckers out here, these motherfuckers out here MCing to do the walk, man. They, hey, tonight, man, listen, I want everybody in attendance tonight because tonight we're gonna get that trophy. Bruh, what the fuck? So we gonna MC just tonight so we can get a trophy. But anyway, that's it. Let me get off this. Let me stop there because I don't want to step on nobody's
look, I tell you what, man. I tell you what. Right now, in my garage, in the attic, I got a little loft up there. I got probably 150 trophies from when I played basketball, football, and baseball. I got 150 fucking trophies that's sitting in my fucking garage right now, up in the attic right now, collecting a whole bunch of fucking dust. What the fuck does a trophy have to fucking do with?
Hey, I'm just telling you. So you talking about going down to 5 members? That ain't gonna happen. You want me to go down to 5? We can't win no trophies with 5 members. But what I'm telling everybody,
you can't win no trophy with 5 members, but you can win brotherhood with 5 members.
You damn sure can win the prize, though. You might not win the trophy, but you can win the prize, though. You know what I'm saying? So let me say this. Let me say this, and I want you to hear what Two Guns are saying. Okay. In every MC, the brotherhood existed because the brotherhood is what started the MC. Let me tell you that. In every MC, let me say this again and say it slow. In every MC, the brotherhood exists because the brotherhood is what started the MC. Now, if you can't see the brotherhood in the MC, it's been lost, it's been watered down, it's been tainted, it's been flipped, it's been reversed, it's been rewrote, it's been defoundationalized and all kind of shit. So we have to get back to the point, ladies and gentlemen, because the sisterhood, the same thing. We have to get back to the point to whereas when it comes to this motorcycle thing, we got to get this shit back to where this is strictly for grown men and grown women. I think a lot of this, like Gunz has said, has been lost because you ain't all the way mature yet, but fuck, we'll take you because we need the numbers. You ain't all the way, you ain't all the way there yet, man. You still got some childish ways. You still doing a bunch of bitch shit, but come on, fuck it, we'll take you because we need the numbers.
Man, need to do.
And that's what's going on, and that's what's going on all over the world, all across the country. Listen, everybody that come into your MC not gonna be solid, hands down. Everybody not gonna be solid, but it's your job. It's your job from the newest member to the oldest member, from the founder down to the 5-year member, 3-year member, 3-month member. It's your job to check, put in check, correct, fix, organize, restructure each individual, including yourself. See, because that's the thing. You have to be able to take the criticism and be criticized to become a better brother so that you can know what a better brother is. A lot of you cats, you think you're so perfect that when you come into the MC, you think you're the perfect brother, the perfect dude. Hey, they ought to be, because I know y'all done heard this. Shit, they ought to be lucky I even joined this motherfucker.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, did I say something wrong? Oh, y'all ain't never heard that. I'm the only motherfucker that heard that. Oh, okay. Well, I done heard the motherfuckers. I done heard it more than once, several times, and from different men. These motherfuckers, I'd be glad I joined this shit. I could have went to so and so. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if that's the kind of attitude that you're having, then you're not doing your MC a service or a disservice. I mean, a service, you're doing them a disservice, and you'll never be a benefit to the MC. Never.
Man, I think he just went off. So I don't know, man. Sale's having issues with his link, but just to get y'all kind of caught up on it, one of the things I think, like what Sale is addressing, what he's talking about, really does come back. You back on?
Yeah, I'm back. It's just this thing is flipping. Anyway, you already got it in your mind that you the shit, and that's the thing about the MC. Nobody is more of the shit than the MC. Like I tell you guys, the patch that's on the back of that vest is the baddest motherfucker in the club. The patch that's on the back of that vest is the baddest motherfucker in the club. Nobody in that club is bigger, badder, or stronger than the patch that's on the back.
Yeah, but people, and that's one of the things, coming into my new nation, they addressed to me, and one of the bros pulled me aside. He said, I want you to get this and I want you to understand it. He said, the biggest thing that I see with you is your loyalty to people and your loyalty to the MCs and your brothers. He says, what you got to realize is that patch that you got on your back, you got to be loyal to that patch. And if you're loyal to that patch, you're going to be loyal to your brothers. Don't just define yourself by being loyal to just your brothers. Be loyal to the patch, and the patch is going to make its way through the brotherhood. And when he said that, I was just like, I just shook his hand. I said, thank you. I need, that's something that I appreciate the information, appreciate the knowledge, because it was something that, like, if anybody hear that, you just heard that, think about what that meant to you and think about how that affects your life and how that defines your life. And if you can't understand that, then I can say this real talk. You're not on levels that some other people are on those levels. It ain't nothing against you, but what it does is there's so much information, there's so much knowledge that's in this MC world that you can get from an OG that might be so far over your head you don't get it, but you're gonna get it one day. You're gonna all of a sudden you're gonna go, damn, that motherfucker, he told me that shit like 5 years ago. I finally get it, and that's okay. Because some people are going to get information, they're going to understand kind of how it plays out or whatever it is. But that information and that knowledge, man, it comes from you being in this MC world and you going through the test, trials, and tribulations of being a part of the MC world. Once you've been a part of the MC world long enough, those things that people tell you, you're already going to understand it because you've lived through it and you've been through it. You've been through the dirt. You've been through people that are doing dirty things behind your back. You've been through that. And you understand when they say this is the way you got to do things here. So if they're saying you have to do things this way, you start to look at it and say, this is an absolute change. But a lot of people can't do that. When he told me that, I looked at it and said, I have to start stepping back and looking at myself and saying that I have to be able to, y'all don't know. I went through some shit with my former nation. I went through a lot of shit that I won't get into, but it was at the highest levels of unethical. It was the highest levels of dirt, back behind your back, stabbing. I can't even, I can't even go into it. I can't even talk about it. It hurts me so bad. And then to be able to find my new nation and be able to find that brotherhood that I had, had found earlier, but then all of a sudden you get one area and then shit changes. So it was hard for me to be able to come in and understand, because my brotherhood level, what I address in terms of brotherhood, I hold this and I hold brotherhood to the highest esteem. I hold me saying to you, I'm your brother. I got your fucking back. I got your fucking back. 100%. You never have to question that. You never have to worry about that. If we go into battle, we go into fucking battle. That's just how it is. You don't even have to. You chalk that shit up and say, yeah, Two Guns got my back 100%, because that's just how I'm built. But there's not a lot of people, like you said, there's not a lot of people that's built like that. And what I say is the reason why they're not built like that is because we've went away from the way that things was done. You addressed it earlier when you said old school motherfuckers, it was all about brotherhood, because everything was about fuck the man. It was about fuck society. It was about fuck, I just got back from Vietnam. Fuck the world. I'm just going to go out here and ride my motorcycle with my brothers and fucking, we don't give a fuck about anybody else. That's what this was built on. My uncle lived in a fucking house with 4 guys. They all rode motorcycles. That was fucking their house. They lived that way. That was how they came up. So when I look at brotherhood and the way I look at brotherhood, I look at it as, this is my family. These are people that are, somebody posted it up. I think it's MC Pastor Aaron had posted it up. And what he said was, it's a marriage, man. It's a marriage for life. And when you find that brotherhood and you find those people, you find that network, then you have something that you can look at and say, this goes beyond me. This just goes beyond life. My name, my existence continues on because I'm a part of this MC and because I'm a part of this brotherhood. People in my former nation and people in my nation now will talk about Two Guns. People will talk about Two Guns. So once you get to the point where you can look at yourself and say, I held the course. I learned, I lived, I did this the way that, I established a brotherhood and stayed by that. Then you can look at yourself and say, you've done something within this MC community. But again, going back to this, it really goes to the mentorship. It goes to the members to be able to push those agendas. Because if you're just pushing 6 months and get the fuck out and you're not teaching and training, nobody, and I'm gonna say this, nobody should fucking come out of your MC and put a fucking MC on or put that shit on their back from your fucking club if they don't have the same beliefs, the same concepts, the same processes and concerns that you have. If you have somebody that you accept, and you accept them just because you trying to get a number count or just because you were trying to get another member so you don't have to pay this much in rent for the fucking clubhouse that you don't need, that's not what this is about. You have to bring those MC members and those members into your club that are going to benefit and profit your club, not financially, but emotionally. They're going to benefit your club spiritually. They're going to benefit your club in terms of brotherhood. That's what this is about. It's not about financial. It's not about fucking how much money they can bring to the table. Because if they're bringing millions and millions of dollars and they're burning your club up, your club is not going to last, or you're just not going to have the same brotherhood that I look at.
All right, man, we're going to pay some bills real quick, man, and we'll be right back, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to MC 101, man. Y'all know what it is, man.
You're listening to MC 101 Talk Show. Live. Hosted by two Gunz. Co-hosted by Big Cell. And we talking straight motorcycle protocol. Tune in every Wednesday around 7 p.m. for pure motherfucking facts on FHO Podcast Radio. MC 101, where motorcycling is life. You know summer is coming. Summer is coming. Time to start trimming down. The IASO Detox Tea is all you need to start on your way to that karate body and a healthy you. The IASO Detox Tea comes in a kit that does it all. From boosting energy to all your vitamins with a smooth and gentle detox. Easy and simple to use. Drink 1 bottle of tea in the morning along with the NRG Energy Tablet and iShot Nutra Burst for all of your essential vitamins for just 5 days a week. You don't have to change your eating habits or get your ass to the gym. IASO Detox Tea. Grab yours today at FastHarleysOnly.com. At FastHarleysOnly.com.
Say, man, y'all been watching your boy do his thing during this COVID. I'm slimming and trimming down, man. I'm getting on my karate body. I'm finna get this old tooth fixed. Shit, I'm finna be fine as a motherfucker in just a minute, man. You understand me? So anyway, if you're interested in joining the tea, man, the tea is an excellent tea. Detox, lose weight, the whole 9 yards, easy to use. I fuck with it. It's giving me results in my life. It may work for you. Like it worked for me, man. Hit me up for more details. I'll send you the link. All you gotta do is click it and ship it, and it's good to go, man. Set up.
Select Luxury Cars, proud sponsor of the FHO Podcast live show. The most diverse luxury vehicle selection in the greater Atlanta area. The highest quality customer service and unmatched nationwide pricing. Contact Mike Goodall at 678-855-2292 to schedule your appointment today. Select Luxury Cars, trusted family dealer since 1994.
Say, man, if you're just now listening to this, your first time listening to the show, my man Mike Goodall, 678-855-2292, Select Luxury Cars. Whether you're buying from him or you're buying somewhere else, if you just got questions about the contract, interest rates, fees, the whole 9 yards, hit him up, give him a call. He will help you. Again, whether you're buying from him or whether you're buying from somebody else, he is the man to call first and work it out with him. He gonna tell you good, bad, or ugly. Walk away, run up out of there. That's what he gonna tell you, man. Stay tuned.
Montana Cigar Company sells premium cigars and accessories. Located in Union City, Georgia at 4641 Flat Shoals Road, Suite C, Union City, Georgia 30291. Montana Cigar Company offers a smooth, laid-back, serene, mature adult environment for cigar aficionados. Discounts for all the first responders, military, teachers, and nurses. Come enjoy your favorite games and boxing matches on our big screen TVs. We also have a poker table where you can come and try your luck.
Say, man, if you're into the cigar scene, hit my man up. He got you. He ships worldwide. He can ship them to you. You can order the special brand that you want. He got a lot of stuff on deck, and it's going down. Also, man, y'all know FHO, we done went into the towing business, man. We got a top-of-the-line truck with the top-of-the-line lift. We doing our thing. If you need a tow, man, and you're in Atlanta, Georgia, if you're in Georgia, period, if you're outside of Georgia, hit me up. We can talk about it and make it happen, man. I got you, man.
FHO Towing, your premier luxury motorcycle towing company, specializing in all motorcycles, ATVs, trikes, and cycle-related vehicles. FHO Towing is bonded, licensed, and insured. Why tow with the rest when you can be towed by the best? Contact FHO Towing at 404-423-8183 or 404-593-9695. Can't get it to the shop? We also pick up by appointment. Don't forget, we know how to take care of your ride because we ride. Follow us at FHOtowing.com, Instagram, FHO_towing, Facebook, FHO Towing.
Say, man, you don't have to come off the road to get your bike to the shop. I got you. You don't have to take off. You don't have to take off work to go make that appointment. I got you, man. Hit me up, FHO Towing. We here, man. We can accommodate your needs. We can pick up the bike while you're at work, get it to the shop. When it's done, get it back to you. And all you got to do is come home and ride, man. 404-423-8183 is the number for FHO Towing. And then hit us up, man. Licensed, bonded, and insured. When I tell you I'm licensed, bonded, and insured, I can show you the bill that I got to pay right now today on this motherfucker. It's not no joke right now. I'm heavily invested, man. So it is what it is.
Beast too. You got a beast out there.
Listen, man. It is what it is, man. God has been good to me, and I got to thanks to my man Mike Goodall. So listen, we're going to wrap this thing up, man. Well, we're on the rear end. If you're just now tuning in, man, Gunz is speaking on brotherhood, where we are with it. Some of the stuff that's been lost, we've been speaking on that. Some of the stuff that's been lost with brotherhood, what a lot of people are looking for, but they don't even have it in them. In order to achieve brotherhood, we established tonight that you got to have or be brotherhood. You understand what I'm saying? I know that. What you mean? It has to be in you in order for you to receive it. You can't receive something that you don't even know what it is you're looking for. So we're going to get right back to it, man. Right after this.
Yo, testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
That's how I got that heat. Let's go.
Greg Street in the building. I'm riding with my homie Big Sale. FHO Radio, the podcast with the FHO NIC. Big Sale, Lil Debo, aka the Brown Eminem, coast to coast. On the mics. Fast Harleys only. Get with it.
Yo, man, it's your boy Big Sarge from Florida Chapter Soul Brothers, man. Y'all know how I get down. I'm always listening to my man Big Sale from FHO Podcast Radio. He keep it motorcycling.
What's up, Big Sale? This is your boy Pastor Nate from Enlightened Ministry Biker Church from Los Angeles, California. When we're not riding, we listen to FHO Podcast Radio.
What up, y'all? This Big Punch from the motherfucking candy shop. We chilling over here with Big Sale, man, the FHO, NIC, KEMMY, man, you know what I mean? All them alphabets, man. About to get all that shit going. Holla.
Yo, this is Visions by Cinnamon Smiles. If I'm not advertising, networking, or promoting for you, I'm tuned in to FHO Radio with Big Sale, shouty.
Say, man, we back. My man, Two Guns, MC 101, Wednesday night, every Wednesday night. We started somewhere around 7 o'clock. We try to be on time, but, it's something always going on. So it is what it is. So, Guns, man, we talking about brotherhood. We talking about bros. The difference between the two. We've said a lot of stuff tonight. I wanna say this part. I want to add this. The motorcycle set, the motorcycle club, the motorcycle community is some beautiful shit. I promise you. When you find your club, when you find your brothers, when you find that bond, there's nothing like it. I'm telling y'all this. I didn't seen it. I didn't seen a glimpse of it, and I'm a part of it now with the FHO family, the FHO Motorcycle Association. We have it. We got it down packed. Some members have come and some members have gone. You know, and the ones that we have now, we solid. You have to understand that this thing is all about work. What you put into it. If you put nothing into the brotherhood, you will get nothing out of it. You cannot come into this thing with the gimme, 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 gimme attitude. You got to come into this thing with what you're gonna bring to the table. How much of your commitment that you're willing to commit, because it requires a lot of commitment. It requires a lot of time, and it requires for you to sit back and observe and listen. Hey! You just did some bozo shit. Stop that shit. hey! You on the borderline of some bitch shit? Stop that shit. And it requires men being men, and men understanding that it's not a bigger me, a little you thing. It's a us thing. And that's the part I think, Gunz, that a lot of people are getting confused when it comes to the motorcycle set, and when it comes to the clubs, when it comes to another man saying, "Hey youngster," "Hey youngster," not because I've been in the club 10 years and you only been in the club 10 months, not because I started the club and you joined the club, but hey youngster, let me tell you something. What you're doing wrong. As a grown man, you have to be willing to take that and understand that the love that a person has, but even giving a fuck about talking to you or trying to correct you, because I can sit here and mind my motherfucker, because I got it.
Okay.
I got it. I got it. You're trying to get what I got. You're trying to get the OG status. You're trying to get to where I am. You're trying to get the miles under your belt that I put in, or the establishment and this community that I have. So a lot of times, youngsters, and a lot of times us as men, we have to learn how to set it aside sometimes to be corrected, to be put back on the right way. And when somebody tell you something, it don't mean that they're saying fuck you. They just, hey bro, tighten it up. I love you. I'm watching you. I fuck with you, so tighten it up. You getting a little loose. Tighten it up. Hey, man, be quiet. You're talking too much. All these different things, man. Go ahead.
Hey, pull that one up on it says Savage, man. Like he hit something exactly what you addressing. It's Savage, Mr. CAP's Mr. I don't know if that's an L. Look, I need some better glasses because these motherfuckers is not doing the job.
I'm trying to see right now. I can't.
He said brotherhood nowadays is about right there. So when you address that right there, that's exactly what you're saying. And he hit that shit right in the dudes these days is trying to gain. All right, let me see how I'm gonna say this. You got OGs in the game, right? They got 30 plus in the game. They done did this. You look at their vests and the shit ain't even holding patches no more. Shit is that tore up.
Or the patches are holding it up. Or the patches is holding it up.
Patches is holding the fucking vest up. You got OGs in the fucking game. And you more worried about your Instagram count, your Twitter numbers. You worried about your Facebook likes. You worried about all the things that got nothing to fucking do with MCing. That's what you worried about. And that's the problem that you have. Is it's a thing is called, and my dad used to say it, he said this to me, he said, the one thing that you have to always have in your life, and if you ever get to the point where you don't have it, you failed as a man, humility. Motherfuckers don't understand that. He used to tell me that, like, look, he says, always be a humble person, always have humility, because there are always going to be the next man that's done more than you. But you don't have to weigh your chest and say, I'm bigger and better than you. You don't have to do that. All you have to look at is the accomplishments that you've done in your life. And if the accomplishments that you've achieved in your life are or if you're happy about it, then that's all that fucking matters. But if you have 2 weeks in the fucking game and you trying to buck your chest up to somebody with 30 plus years, then you got the game fucked up, because it ain't about Facebook likes. Facebook's like ain't got shit to do with the fucking highway. It doesn't. It ain't about Instagram. Instagram ain't got shit to do with 2 wheels on the fucking ground. Facebook, that shit ain't got shit to do with you can't fucking ride more than 1,000 miles without fucking falling apart. It don't. Because real motherfuckers is real motherfuckers. That's just kind of how it is. And I got people out here, man, cats that's posting here right now that's on my page, and they peoples from Wyoming. So Wyoming is a whole different concept out there. You have to love being a fucking motorcyclist, being a biker, to live in fucking Wyoming. Just real talk. You have to love to be a motorcyclist or biker when you only get 2.5 months of fucking riding, and your ass spend every fucking day riding out there on there. So I have nothing but love for those motherfuckers in Wyoming, because I lived there for 2.5 years. If you can't fucking ride 30 degrees out because the wind's blowing in at fucking 40 miles an hour, don't bring your ass to Wyoming. That's just how shit is. So I always got love for those dudes out there. I always got love for them, because it is not about fucking this or that or this or all the rest of the bullshit. It ain't about Facebook likes. It ain't about Instagram. It ain't about fucking Twitter. Those motherfuckers ride out there because they love fucking riding. They ride out there for 2.5, maybe 3 months at the most on a lucky fucking thing, because they love fucking riding, because the rest of the time there's 2 fucking foot of snow and they can't go anywhere. So those are the people that I look at and I say, those motherfuckers understand it and they get it, because there's a lot of people out there that can ride 24/7, 365, and those motherfuckers don't give a fuck about riding. And that's where, when you look at brotherhoods, you look at MCs, you look at all the rest of it, this ain't about fucking clubhouses. This ain't about fucking Facebook. This ain't about Instagram. This is about you having people that got your back. I'm gonna give a shout out, man, to my brother, Sin City Disciple, man, Soul Reaper. Love that motherfucker to death. When I was having issues and I was sleeping and I was having these fucking bad fucking dreams, thinking about chopping motherfuckers up, he called me up and said, hey, I'm gonna come through. I'm fucking with you. He came through, brought a couple cases of beer, and was just like, look, I'm drinking on the beer that he fucking brought. But he came through, man. He just said, I said, man, you didn't have to do that. And he said, no. He said, here's the deal. You my brother. I love you with all my heart. I want to make sure that you're taken care of. I want to make sure that you know that I got your back 100%. That's fucking brotherhood, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's the shit that I look at and I say that if that brother can say that to me, I got that brother's back 100%, regardless of what he's doing. If that brother needs something from me, I'm going to be there for him 100%. There's a lot of people out there, man. You can walk in your fucking mirror right now and you can look in your mirror and you can't even say to yourself, I got brothers that they're at that level with me. And if you can't look in your mirror and say that you got a bro right now that will come over to your house when you going through some shit or you dealing with some shit, he ain't concerned about the fact that you going through some shit and you dealing with some shit. If you can't look in the fucking mirror and say that to yourself, you're in the wrong fucking MC and you need to fuck out of there. That's real talk, because that's not brotherhood. That's not an MC. The whole thing that comes down to it is you got a bunch of motherfuckers that's just in a fucking club for patches, because brotherhood is not built that way. Brotherhood is built on people that got your back 100% all the time. If they don't have your back, and that's what I believe. Believe what the fuck you want to believe, live the way you want to believe, or live with the way you want to live. The way I address it is, if I'm gonna call you brother, it ain't a question whether you got my back, I got your back. That question is not even going to be a concern. We're not even talking about that. I got your back regardless. What it comes down to is, we look at it and we love each other and we take care of each other and we got each other's back. That's what it's all about, man. 100%.
So I'm gonna add to that, man, and I'm gonna just say this, man. Coming up in my generation, man, we had to have each other's back. I mean, shit, gangbang was at an all-time high. Shit, going to school, we had to go through different hoods, different territories. So we had to know who could run, who couldn't run. The fat partner, we had to look out for him. We had to, if we had to get there early, You know, I mean, it was just a different time, guys. I mean, shit, we played outside.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So
Played outside
a
till the
lot
lights
of you,
came on.
that's what I'm saying. A lot of you cats, man, a lot of the stuff that I'm seeing going on, especially with a lot of these youngsters, is you got a lot of this built up animosity. You got a lot of this pent up anger and frustration. You know, I call it a bunch of fatherless men, you know, or whatever.
Ooh,
And you come into the MC looking for that father or looking for somebody to give a fuck about your past. And we really don't. We only care about your future, where you going with this MC. And I know that might sound kind of harsh, like, oh, you don't get, you know, hear what I'm saying, you know. Again, it all matters. But hear what I'm telling you. We don't have time to put you together. You know what I'm saying? We don't have time to fix all of the shit, the trauma and all the shit you went through, and you know, hey, well, your father wasn't here, but listen, you could, you know, my father's a better. We ain't got time for all that shit. You understand what I'm saying? All that shit supposed to be worked out and understood before you get to our doorstep. Before you get to the MC doorstep, all of that shit is supposed to be worked out. Now, once you get in and it's affecting you, bro, what's going on with you? And I'm just going through some shit, man. Oh, okay, well, bro, I tell you, like Gunz said, hey, man, well, look, we're going to come through there, man, and put some shit on the grill, man. You know, we're gonna put some shit on the grill. Another thing, too, I'm going to add this to what Gunz said. Because he said some shit that it went right over your head. How many of y'all know where your brother live at?
No, not even that. How many of y'all, and right now, if your brother got in an accident, how many of y'all know your brother's actual government name?
That part.
So if you're gonna go to the hospital and ask for him and say, hey,
where Two Gunz at? Where Two Gunz at? Two Gunz. Where Big Sal? Hey, Big Sal in there. You know, but what I'm saying is this, and we're breaking down what the whole brotherhood shit is all about, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. When you find it, it is so fucking amazing. It is so fucking powerful. It is so fucking, and it just takes over you, man. When you find that brotherhood shit, dude, it's nothing like it. But you have to be willing to make the sacrifices for the brotherhood. You have to be willing to love for the brotherhood. You have to be willing to set aside what you want sometimes so that the brother can have what he needs to have so that he can turn around and give you what you want. I know I just said a whole lot of trickery shit up in there. You know, you got to give up to give to get back, you know, all this, you know, but it's all there, man. But the biggest thing is this, ladies and gentlemen, even the females, you want sisterhood. You want your sister to respect you and honor you, but she know your secrets. You understand me? She know your secret, bitch. You was a whole out here in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You joined the club because you was trying to get at this man or that man. But anyway, hey, all I'm saying is this, is that brotherhood starts with you, okay? If you are not a good brotherhood candidate, then quit expecting for brotherhood to find you. You'll never find brotherhood. It will go around you, above you, underneath you. It will go around, you know, and understand this. A lot of y'all stop coming into the MC trying to buy brotherhood because you can't buy it neither. you can't buy it. You can't motherfucking.
Let me tell you this, man. This is something that one day I was sitting around. I had a little epiphany, and I thought about it. And the reason why it came up because I was addressing my family, my sisters, and I actually wrote a topic about this. I did a dissertation in front of probably like 3,500 people. And what I addressed was you can't get into a relationship. You can't get into relationships and understand that MCs is a relationship. It's a relationship. You are in a relationship. It's like being married. You can't be in a relationship or come into a relationship that's 50%. You have to be a whole person. You can't be half a person because as half a person, whoever has to bring you, they've got to give you another half to make you whole. So if they're making you whole, they've got to do more to make you whole. So you always look for people, and you always, and this is relationship situations, is if you're in a relationship with somebody, you don't look for somebody that's giving you 50%. You look for a whole person. You look for somebody that's got all their shit together. And then if they got their shit together and you're a whole person, they're a whole person, you guys come together and you make a good, it's unity. But if you have to give in order for that person to be a whole person, then you're going to suffer, and there's going to be, you're not going to have a good relationship. So when you address that and you take that to the MC side, if you got a motherfucker that's dealing with a whole bunch of shit that has absolutely nothing to do with motorcycle club shit, why bring that motherfucker into your net? You know, this is where numbers versus quality over quantity. That's the main thing to always hear, quality over quantity. Don't fucking bring people into your nation just because you're trying to make some extra money. Shit, I'd rather spend $20 extra not dealing with a dumbass motherfucker than bringing that motherfucker in and saving some money. That shit just...
You're going to spend 20 and then he end up causing y'all to get into a brawl where you fuck off.
It's going to cost everything. It's going to cost everything. So you look at it and you say, okay, if you look at people that you bring into your nation, you look at people that you're trying to bring in your nation, once you start to see those warning signs, them motherfuckers is there. You just have to be able to actually look at it and say, okay, yeah, I see these situations. But if you have somebody that's dealing with a bunch of shit, dealing with a whole bunch of things, how is that person ever going to be a brother of yours? I got a bro, man. I swear, he's in my former nation, man. He can call me right now and say, I need you right now. He lives in Florida. I'm on the road. That's just it. It ain't a question. I'm on the road to go and take care of him because we built that fucking foundation. And that's the way that a lot of people aren't built. And I don't expect people to be built like I'm built because I'm just built differently. I won't lie. I'm just a different person. But in the same sense, too, is my brother who lives 20 minutes from me. If he was to say, yo, bro, I just need to talk. It could be 4 in the fucking morning and I'm on the fucking road. So how many people can fucking say that right now out there? If your bro call you at 4 in the morning and say, I need you to come and take care of me, are you going to get out your fucking bed and you're going to go take care of him? You're going to get out your bed and go make sure. Or is it going to be, hey, so what's going on? No. If he call you up at 4 in the morning saying, bro, I just need to talk to somebody right now, I'm on the fucking road. Because talking about shit on fucking the phone ain't the same as me having a conversation with you face to face. And that's the separation between brotherhood and bros.
And bros, there it is there.
The point where brotherhood it's one level. Bros, that's just a motherfucker you know.
Hey. There it is there, man. He gave you a definition, man. If you've been waiting on a definition between brotherhood and bros, he just gave it to you. And again, another excellent topic, another excellent show. Listen, man, I want you guys to understand the knowledge that's been given. If you're new to this channel, if you're new to this show, two guns with over 20 years of motorcycling experience, with being part of the top 5 clubs. If you don't know what the top 5 is, then go back to your nation and ask, hey, what are the top 5 clubs? They'll tell you what the top 5 club is. Two Guns is a 1%er, and he lives the 1% lifestyle. So for him to share this knowledge with me on this platform, and to share it to you and allow your questions to be asked and the whole 9 yards, you guys got to understand the blessing in that. With that comes the technology that you see us all this. I'm saying all that to say this: hey, your donations for the channel are needed to keep the channel moving, to keep the channel pushing, keep the channel rolling, to keep these things in motion, man. Don't forget to donate to the channel. Also, tell your friends, subscribe, the numbers, get the numbers moving. Tell you, hey man, listen, I know if you're in some motorcycle shit, it's a hell of a channel with the truth.
Man, now, this channel right here, the numbers should be ridiculous, man. And if
they should be.
If y'all not out there promoting it, man, and pushing your people into getting into the channel, man, you guys is missing out on. You're not allowing people to really get true information and knowledge. Now, trust me when I tell you guys this, and I want to share this because I've been. Look, I'm gonna tell you guys this, man. I'm gonna take my glasses off on that shit. I go on to every channel that I can to listen and learn and get information from every person that is out there right now sharing information. I'm on every platform. When I tell you that this platform is giving you raw information, stuff like, I'm not trying to promote us. I'm not, oh man, I pat myself on the back, but I've heard different platforms. I've seen different platforms. The platform that we're addressing, the things that we're saying are things that you use in your everyday life in this MC world. We talk about shit that is going to value you. It's shit that is going to help you to be a better bro and stuff like that. I wouldn't be here trying to explain and talk to you about shit that's not gonna benefit you in this MC world. It's just a second for you to think about this and think about what the fuck we're talking about. And if you can sit there and think about what we're talking about and say, you know what, I feel what they're talking about. I understand what they're talking about. And then you can agree or disagree. If you disagree, we love that too. I mean, because I'm a person that loves challenge. Hey, come here and have a conversation with me. We good. But what I come down to, what I say with this channel, it is raw. It is two people that are talking about things. And the great thing I like about me and Cell's connection, and be honest, I'll tell you this: if I didn't have the connection with Cell the way I have a connection with Cell, I wouldn't do this, because I look at the connection that we have. And the reason why I like it is because it's like the yin and the yang. Cell is always going to question me on stuff that I talk about. I'm always going to question Cell on stuff he talk about. So when you hear from me and Cell, we're talking to you about this, we are going at each other. We talk to each other about stuff and we address things. So we look at things as we may not agree about this, but we understand exactly what we're talking about. That's the separation between us and other people. So I'm going to say, man, y'all need to get out there, man. Put the word out there and let those guys know. If we got 100 people, by tomorrow we should have 200 people. By the next week, we should have 500 people. We should be doing the same thing as MC 101, and we should have legitimately 10,000 subscribers to this page, because this page is giving you some valuable information that you are not ever going to get unless you sit down with an OG. And I would say you should be doing that anyway, but you got two OGs in the game that are taking their time to be able to provide.
And the biggest thing I'm gonna tell you about me and Gunz, we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck who like it and who don't like it. We really don't. We step on toes, not on purpose. You know, we ain't saying we know big Billy badasses or whatever, but we just bring it to you raw and uncut. You know, and this is and I'm gonna tell you right now, nothing is scripted. This man will say, "Hey, we on tonight? Yeah, what's the topic?" He give me the topic, boom. And it goes out. We don't.
Hey, just so y'all know, I hit him up today. I hit him up today about 11 o'clock. Said, we on today? He said, yeah. I said, what's the topic? I put the topic out. He posted it. That's how scripted we is.
I mean, you know, ain't no scripting, no shit. Ain't no thinking about. I mean, the research is there, and that's one thing too. Like he said, we love the good, the bad. We don't delete your comments. We don't delete, you know, the fucked up comments. We don't delete none of that. It is what it is. But anyway, listen, man. We need the channel. We need you to support the channel. If you loving the shit you hear, you loving the shit that's going on, show some love. Also, you get ready for your trip to Gunz. Did you get your shirts made?
Yeah, I want to talk. I was going to address that. I'm just going to do it as a donation thing, just to understand. I mean, I'm doing 30 shirts right now to start it out. I'm probably going to push to 50. I would like to stop at 50, but if we get to the point where we got a lot, then I might go to 100, but that's it. This is not a money-making situation where I'm trying to make money. What I'm doing is I'm going to go across the United States, and I'm leaving from Raleigh, North Carolina, going to Oakland. I'm going to go north, south. I mean, I'm going into Montana, South Dakota, down into LA, back across into Mexico and everywhere else. I got cameras. It's to help pay, like how Big Cell is doing. It's to help pay for some of the equipment, rooms, and things like that. So I'm looking at the shirts, probably about $50 donation for the shirts. I know that's a little bit expensive, but it's a donation to be able to help to get everything situated and to be able to get across. But there will be a documentary at the end of it. There will be updates. I'm going to be live pretty much 90% of the time, as much as I can, as much as Facebook will let me do. You will have an opportunity to be front page right there with me riding as I'm going down the road. And so that's something I don't think a lot of people have opportunity to do. And that's what I want to provide for you guys, to be able to, to give that to you guys, to be able to see that. Because there's not a lot of times that you're going to see, one, a person going across the United States, but two, you got a 1%er going across the United States. So in a case, that's a situation where you have an individual going across the states. And trust me when I tell you, I'm wearing in every fucking state, and I don't give a fuck who don't care about it, who like it, or whatever it is. I'm aware of my state. You might know where the fuck I am. If you got a problem with it, fuck you. And that's just how it is, man. I've always lived my life like that. I always will live my life like that. If you want to come and break bread with me, you want to have a drink with me, hit me up, man. We gonna have drinks, man. I ain't got no problem with that. None but love.
So
But
understand this, man. So
you gonna see
$50
firsthand how we do business.
$50 to be a part of a journey, an epic journey, man. To be a part on the inside is a hell of a donation. Plus, the man deserves it as far as that. So when the shirts come out, please support the shirts. It's nowhere in the world you shouldn't sell out of 50 shirts. And we pray in advance for your journey, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Also, if things continue to go well for me, I'll be leaving here the beginning of next month, going to California, stop by the candy shop, going up to the top. So listen, man, we ain't just out here play biking, man. This is some for real shit going on right here, man. And I'm gonna tell you this too. Two Guns been to the studio. This ain't no punk shit that y'all.
No. I told her, look, I was telling my bros. I said, it was like, hey man, we saw the shit you guys did, man. That was some good shit. I said, but you don't realize all the shit that he has in that studio. I said, man, look, he got probably a 20K, 30K studio.
Easy.
I said, that's just me looking at, okay, that iPod is 1,500. That microphone is at least 5. I said, look, I was talking to a microphone. I can fuck around and spit some knowledge. I can spit some lyrics. I said, that's, hey, if y'all ever see Hustle and Flow, y'all motherfucker might know.
Hey, man. So it is what it is, man. But we thank all of y'all for tuning in, man. Every Wednesday, we try to bring it to you every Wednesday when we have the opportunity. Also, like I said, all of the videos are posted on FHO Atlanta GA, this YouTube channel. But more importantly, you can go to whoever you listen to, any one of your streaming platforms, and you can type in MC 101. And what up? I'm on live, Fred. You trying to get on? All right. You can type in on any iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker. We on Deezer. We on Google Podcast. Type in MC 101. Type in FHO Podcast Radio, and you can listen to these things. Man, all of the platforms need to be supported in order for us to be successful, man. In order for us to keep growing and keep going on this level. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. He gave the definition. If you missed it, rewind it. The difference between brotherhood and bros. Understand this. It all depends on you. If you want a brotherhood, you have to be a good brother. If you want to just be a bro, that's the easiest thing to be. Being a bro is easy. All you got to do is show up and just be around. But understand this. Commitment, dedication, honesty, responsibility, all of these things play a factor in your MC. I promise you they do. Also, stay tuned. I got another big announcement coming as soon as possible, man, that will be coming as well. So we love you guys. Two Guns, what you want to close with, man?
I just want to give a shout out, man. First off, man, my bro, Dynamite, man, love you 100%, man. You always be a part of my family. Soul Reaper, man. Look, I love you, brother, man. You always there for me, whatever it is, 100%. Hey, Dirtweed, man, you was there for me 100, man. Fuck. My man, Mini. Shit, I love that motherfucker, man. Hey, but real talk though, my man from Charlotte, man. Great, man. I love you, bro. You just did everything this weekend, man. It's nothing but out. Sin City Nation, man. Love you guys out there. One love.
There it is there, man. Listen, man, y'all know what it is, man. FHO Podcast Radio in the building, man. Hey, we love y'all this Wednesday night. MC 101 in the building. It's going down, man. Every Wednesday that we can bring it to you. Raw and uncut, the truth, the fact is going down. Brotherhood versus bros, man. Know the difference. Ask yourself, am I a bro or am I a brother? And once you can ask yourself that and answer it, then you'll know where to go, man, and where to take your MC. But start checking your brothers, man. Stop allowing the shit to be repeated. You understand what I'm saying? Put it in check, man. That's what it is, man. Y'all stay tuned. Love y'all.
You're listening to MC 101 Talk Show. Live. Hosted by Two Guns. Co-hosted by Big Cell. And we talking straight motorcycle protocol. Tune in every Wednesday around 7 p.m. for pure motherfucking facts on FHO Podcast Radio. MC 101, where motorcycling is life.
That's right. FHO. Shit. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H-O. Excel in your radio. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H-O. Excel on your radio.